That's what Santa Claus would look like if he were in a straitjacket. You ever think about that? You see a couple movies where Santa's in jail, but you know the way you'd think it should go if they got their way? He would end up in a straitjacket somewhere, but at least he looks well. Actually, that looks a lot like my dad if he were dressed up like Santa in a straitjacket. I can't see any teeth. They must have taken him so he wouldn't commit suicide. Hmm. I was talking, I should have asked somebody to remember what I was talking about. But I was talking about my dad yesterday. And I found it really pretty interesting, you know, watching it and thinking about it, how we get along better than we ever have. And people sometimes wonder, what was it, you know? But it was that I became an adult, you know, after I got back from the army and I'd grown and I was just like, where's the beer? He suddenly started like trying to treat me like a high schooler. The hell's about that? And anytime I'm around for too long, he's just mean and bitter. But like when I was in Alaska and living in a homeless shelter with D-Day, I just called home one day, made a call and talked to my mom, and in the background my dad's talking. He says, "You tell him we'll send him some money and get him home." And I was like, I was appalled. For one thing, that he would offer to send me money, that's a big deal. But I was also appalled at the idea. I wasn't calling to ask for help. I didn't need any help. And my mom said, "Shut up, Al. He got himself into this. He can get himself out of it." Like held the phone away from the mouthpiece to scream over his shoulder at him. And I was like, yeah, Mom. And really, that's the thing. That is just like going to war when everybody's worried about you at home and you're just sitting there screwing around and blowing up stink bug dung beetles and shit, you know. No worries. But everybody from afar, they think, well, what was it I was thinking from afar? What'd I just say? Everybody's so worried about things, they think it's bigger than it is. And they're thinking you're homeless. This is such a terrible thing, you know, we gotta help. But you're fucking homeless living in a shelter. Hell, they had washing machines. I was the only one that used them. Showers, I happily didn't see anybody going in there. And it was a great place to be. I was doing just fine and I had a job. And I was eating a pound of chocolate a day. And that's about all the real food I got. A symphony bar. It was the milk chocolate. It's very, very good. So I didn't smoke. I ate. I hadn't smoked at the time, so you can't say what. You couldn't afford to smoke, but you could afford a candy bar. No, don't give me that shit. As a smoker, there's no need for a candy bar. So yeah, from afar, my dad's always so very nice. And the longer we're apart, the nicer he gets. It's a pattern he goes through. The weird thing is, this time he really seems to be becoming enlightened. He says he's ready to die, but he won't let me do it. So that's what I found about my relationship with my dad. We have a really good time right now, but we have to be out of punching distance, evidently, to get along. You want to strangle that fucker, but you know you're going to get in trouble. And I don't know. There it is. Merry Christmas. Santa Claus in a straitjacket. What do you think he could have, what do you think he could have done? You think he could have done better than Houdini? The thing is, Houdini is just like Doug Henning, you know. That's an interesting thing. Two magicians. One of them is not a magician. Doug Henning says, boom, boom, boom. And he says it's an illusion. He's not a magician. He's an illusionist. And he's putting it all out in front of everybody that these magicians are just pulling your fucking leg. And he's showing how they did the things. And these magicians have a very tightly knit group of people. They're a society, and they're hateful and vindictive. And they you know, there's some movie with Christian Bale and that other guy. These magicians hold their craft dear. They like worship Nyx, you know. And this guy, Doug Henning, running around going, it's an illusion. I remember he died while I was still young, like a kid. And he died. I looked it up. It said he died of cancer. And what I remember, it happened really fast. But I think that's a bullshit thing. I think that the magicians... I don't do magic with a K, or magic. I am magic with a K. You know, those guys, they don't like fucking guys sharing their secrets. Oh, oh shit. They're listening, and they're all aliens, and they killed Doug Henning, maybe even ate him. But there's the thing. He's going to be better in Jesus Christ in the next couple of years when he shows up and says, I'm dead? No, it's an illusion. He's been faking his death all along. They think they got him, so he's like basically put himself in witness protection and just disappeared. He's an illusionist. Why wouldn't he? So you got that. What I'm saying is people are vindictive. And there's no more vindictive person than one that feels it's being threatened. And I think about these people out here you hear about. They believe that everybody's a fucking alien. All these people are fucking aliens. They're walking and you look, and I saw something the other day on one of these things. It was this guy, and the lighting and the camera angle at just the right moment when he moved, I said, that fucker, I said, that's going to be a picture they talk about. His eyes were just black and his face was like disfigured. But I mean, how many of us have gotten our photos back from the place and you see a picture where you say, that doesn't even look like me, and you throw it away with a Christmas bonus from your boss, because from your husband's boss, because your husband is a really in some kind of religion that he just throws Christmas bonuses away because he doesn't study. So you got these people like this, and they're walking out and saying these people are aliens, and let me put it to you this way. If I were sitting here right now and I haven't put a lot of thought into this because I don't need to, because it's so fucking ludicrous and unfalsifiable. You can't say that they're not, you can't prove they're not, because there's no fucking test to be given. Well, so you got that. Say I'm sitting there thinking that there are aliens all over the fucking place and they're eating our children. This sounds more like witches and warlocks to me. But, and at what point are they going to be looking for some different taste in their diet, and they're going to start fucking eating adults? If I believed that, if I believed that was happening out there, that these people are doing this shit that they are with fucking lasers, I would not walk out of the house this day, the way things are this day, in present time America. If I really believed that, I would be walking around with a sidearm at all times, because who knows how strong these fucking aliens are. I mean, you take somebody like this guy, he looks wiry and old, but you don't know how much more naturally strong they are than us. Could you really take one of them in a fight? Have you watched Predator? I mean, fuck, I hate to, make it sound like anybody should be walking around with fucking firearms. What I'm saying is, if you really believe that, don't put a firearm on your side and walk around shooting the first person that fucking gets the wrong angle. Maybe you should probably, this is even better, maybe, you should probably just start fucking rethinking the way you see facts and quit looking for a fairy tale. And you know what? This is what happens to people that were a fairy tale and got found out. That's Santa in a straitjacket. They let him keep his belt, but I don't know how long it's gonna take him to escape.